Hi, I'm John Nash. I'm an associate professor in educational leadership studies at the University of Kentucky, and I'm the founder and director of the dLab. Design thinking is not necessarily about what one might consider traditional design. We're not talking necessarily about architecture or interior design or the kinds of terms that might come to mind when you think about that. What we're talking about is a process, a mindset, a way of thinking that is really a solution finding process, not so much a problem solving process. So when we think about a design thinking process, it's more like thinking about how to design for another. It's a human-centered design approach. And so when we think about ways in which we, for instance, use design thinking to create new schedules in schools, it's not a matter of saying that all the leaders and the principals and the teachers get together in a room and hash out a new schedule and unleash it to the school. It's how do we talk and listen to the people that are affected most by the schedule, the kids? How do we have them tell us what their point of view is on how the schedule affects their lives? How can we brainstorm lots of solutions to that particular problem and all kinds of schedules in all kinds of ways that are some silly, some logical, some feasible, some impossible, but then out of those, pick the best two or three and prototype them in some kind of way and show them to the kids. Let the kids actually have a day and practice the new schedule and then get feedback so that we can really, see what we've made mistakes on, what works, and iterate from there. So it's a different way of making things work by involving the people that are most affected by the problem, part of the solution. Extreme by Design is a documentary about student teams in a course at Stanford University. The course is called Extreme Affordability. In this course, students learn the design thinking process and then apply that process to real-world problems in other countries. It's an hour-long documentary that will be shown nationally on PBS in December, but we're going to screen it here long before that for people in Lexington. People in Central Kentucky should come see Extreme by Design if they would like a glimpse of what the future of education can look like in the bluegrass. The kinds of things we're now doing at the University of Kentucky through our lab and through our partnerships with the schools is starting to create a kind of student that's going to exit with the sorts of skills that our workforce leaders are interested in having them have, that businesses are interested in having them have, students that are more innovative, teachers that are more creative, and so they'll get a glimpse of this. We will have a panel after the screening moderated by Bill Goodman from KET, in which the folks will not only get to talk to the filmmaker, but also local educators here in the region who are practicing this and can speak directly to the impacts that design thinking is having on their own work.